Today I will design a working desk with a shelter and explain each step in detail. You can easily follow along. This tutorial is designed for beginners, but it also includes useful techniques for more advanced users. By the end of this video, you will understand how to model this desk from scratch and apply the same methods to your own design. If you find this video is useful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, welcome to Architecture Vision 3D, and today I'm going to design the work desk with the shelter that you can put everything in. Okay, now the first tool that I used the rectangle tool here. Okay, and then I put the number 600, 600 enter. Okay. Okay, and next tool that I used the offset tool, shortcut key letter F. Okay, here, and then I put 30. Okay, and display I don't need, I erase, and then I use push and pull tool to push up 30. Okay, great, and I select and make group. Okay, and I use tab measure, click 1 and up like this. I want 100, and then I copy here. Okay, 100, and I use rectangle tool here. Okay, to draw the vertical still. Okay, make group, and then I copy. To copy, we use move tool plus control. Okay, and I hold control key. Okay, to multiple select like this, and then copy again. Okay, it's great. Okay, next up I use tab measure to offset up 700 enter. Okay, and I copy this one. Okay, and then I copy the vertical still here. Okay, and I group. Okay, I copy up like this, and I use scale tool. Okay, to scale up. Okay, great. I want to make the structure first, and then I will put the wood in here and draw the locker. Okay. Okay. Now I use the tab measure here, letter T, and then you just click one, move your mouse like this, and you press the left arrow key. Okay, to lock the direction, and I put 1200 enter. Okay. Great. Tab measure again here. Okay, and I offset here, and I use the left arrow key again to lock. Okay, and then I put 50 enter. Okay, and use the rectangle tool here, draw like this. Okay, and then use push and pull tool, shortcut key letter P. Okay, push down like this. Use offset tool. Okay, to offset 50. Okay, and push and pull to push in like this. Okay, great. Now I group this one. Okay, and now I connect here 50. Use rectangle tool. Okay, I pull up and make group, and I copy. Okay, and then I copy down, and I use the up arrow key to lock like this. Okay, and then I use scale tool to scale here. If I use shortcut key, it will pop up the tool that I use like this. Or I use the move tool, letter M, it will pop up like this. Okay. Okay, great. Now I group for. Okay. Okay, next up I draw the drawer inside here. Okay, I use the rectangle tool here. Okay, and offset tool, letter F. Okay, and then I put 18. Okay, and I use push and pull tool to push down like this. Okay, great. And I use rectangle tool again to draw like this, and offset tool to offset 18. Okay, and I push in. Okay, I use eraser tool to erase this line. Okay, great. Press Ctrl D to delete all guideline. Okay, you can see. Okay, triple click here and then make group. Now it is time to draw the drawer, and I use the tape measure, letter T, okay, here. And then I copy this split line up like this and divide it in 3. Okay, because I want 3 drawer here. Okay, now I draw the drawer and the space slide drawer, I put 12.5. Okay, also 12.5. And here down side here I put 20. Okay, and I use rectangle tool to draw here. Okay, use push and pull tool to pull like this. Okay, and offset tool to offset in 18 enter. Okay, and I limit from the bar here also 18. And when I push down I put here. Okay, make group and use rectangle tool again to draw here. Okay, and then make group together. Now I copy here. Okay, it's great looking. And I use rectangle tool here to draw like this, and I pull up 100. It is the natural wood. Okay, and here I put 50, here also 50, and here also 50. Okay, and also here. Okay, and select group together. Okay, and I move like this. Okay, press letter E to delete all guideline. Okay, great looking. And now it is time to draw the shelter here. Okay, and up here I need 600. Okay, and the thickness of the shelter I need 50. I use the natural wood. Okay, and here. Okay, I want the shelter in 100. Also 100 here, right side. And I use rectangle tool to draw. Okay, and I push up 300. Okay, great. And make group. And then from here I need 500. Okay, and I copy this one up like this and up again like this. Okay, and I use tape measure. From here to here I need 500. Okay, and this one here I scale in letter S. Okay, scale like this. Okay, and then I copy this one like this. Okay, it's great looking. I want to offset in 100. Okay, and then the thickness of the square still 30. Okay, and down here I want 200. Okay, and I use rectangle tool to draw. Okay, and I use push and pull tool to pull like this. Okay, and then I offset 30, and I use the pencil tool letter L. Okay, to draw like this. Okay, and then I push. Okay, make groove. Okay, it's great. Here also in 100. Okay, and then hold Control key and press letter plus Control. Okay, now I copy. Okay, it's great. Press letter D to delete all guideline. Okay, next up we draw the drawer handle. Okay, I use the dimension to find the center here, and up here to find the center here. Okay, set here 80, and here also 80. Okay, and here X, and down X. Okay, and I use the rectangle tool to draw. Okay, now I push up series, enter, and then tape measure again, 15, here 15, okay, here also 15, and use rectangle tool to draw like this, and use push and pull tool to push in like this. Okay, great. Now I make group and copy. Okay, here, and I press letter D to delete all guideline. Okay, now it is time to apply the material, and I click on the pen bucket here. Okay, and then I click here to find my material here, my material. Okay, and then I apply. Okay, and for the steel material, I use black here. Okay. And then I group and I apply the material. It is easy to apply later. Okay, great. And here also black here. Okay, nice looking. You see? Okay, now I want to rotate this material. Okay, go to group and then make unique texture. Okay, and I click again and texture position, and I use scale like this. Okay, I rotate. Okay, it looks great. It looks much better than before. Okay, and this is the final result. Okay, you see. Okay, now it is finished, and I hope that you will like this video, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe my channel to support my channel. You can go to the description, find the link to download this 3D. Okay, and thank you for your watching, and see you for the next video.